How many people faced these scenarios, guys? Anyone? So you entered in a room and you think, huh, why did I come here? Or well, you parked. Did I park on ground floor or UB1 or UB2? I don't know. Or I don't know what my password is. So let me write down. Yeah. So it's a very common thing. I mean, uh, very often, right? Ankit, yeah, okay. So people do forget, okay, and that's an example of, I will not call it a short-term memory loss, but paying attention to that thing which is important. Um, now think about how can you help people, help your clients, help your users remember these short-term instances. So are there any ways to make them remember? And I'll show you some examples which you could use in your design areas as well. So think about this number. Okay. Um, so this is, well, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. It's There are 10 things, okay? 10 digits. And usually it's difficult to remember 10 things. What if you show them three things, okay? So it's the same number, but you chunk them, okay? So wherever you have a big number, it makes sense to chunk that number. Uh, and and the reason being, this has just become three things, whereas previously this was 10 things. Okay. um, uh, Classically, human beings were, and this is a classical research, um, it is it is assumed that people remember 7 plus minus 2 things. um, I mean, good short-term memory, about 9 things. Bad short-term memory, about 5 things. And the new research which has come now, it says people remember 4 plus minus 2 things. So it has come down now, maybe because of gadgets or whatever. But a good average is 4, right? So you want to make sure when you have a large number or large thing, chunk them into 3 or 4 things. It's easy to remember. Okay, chunking is good. Um, what about this? So we have 4 things, but it is still difficult, right? Now, if you really want to chunk them in something which makes sense to the user. It's even better. So suddenly NASA, IBM Dash Go, well, it's much easier. Whereas these, I don't know. So it's still easier through chunking, but if the chunking makes sense, it's far better. Okay. So try and chunk stuff which makes logical sense to the user. Okay. Now again, these are concepts. You have to apply these concepts in your own areas, right? So um, uh, think about I don't know, your applications, e-commerce application or whatever whatever application you're working on, and then think about how AI would enable um, this short-term memory seepage. I'm sure everybody uses a bank, uh, and then these banks usually give us these OTPs. Now, earlier, these OTPs, so we had to remember those OTPs, and then, like, five eight three four two three, and then I'll keep remembering in my head, and then go to the bank side and then enter that, and if it's wrong, then it was painful. Now both Android and Apple, they updated their OS, and now it just comes on the on the keyboard itself. So all you have to do is tap it, and then you don't really have to remember it, right? So that's an upgrade now. Okay, think about your applications, and think about how can you enable the users so that they don't have to really stress on their short-term memory. Okay.